Lies that all narcissistic people tell. Now, we are all capable of lying. And just because we are all capable of lying doesn't mean we are all liars. Just because we are all capable of narcissistic behaviour doesn't mean we are all narcissistic people. It's the intentions behind the lies, whether they're well-meaning in order to try and protect another person, or whether they are malicious in order to try and protect ourselves. And we can all get caught up in things where we might need to look to protect ourselves. However, it usually doesn't negatively impact another person's life. With a narcissistic person, their lies negatively impact other people. One of the biggest lies a narcissistic person will ever tell you is that they love you. Now, if that is how you treat somebody you love, I dread to think how they treat people they hate. Well, most of us know how they treat people they hate when we're not living life on their terms. They treat us horrifically. So one of the biggest lies a narcissistic person will tell you is that they love you. They lack the empathy to do this. They love what you supply them. They love what you provide for them. They love what you do for them. They don't love who you are as a person. They don't get to know you for who you are as a person, to respect and care about you and help you. They're envious of people. So they get to know who you are as a person so they can mirror you, borrow your dreams and sell them back to you as though they want those things too. And then once they've got you where they want you, they get to know who you are as a person. So they can use the things that hurt you the most against you, to punish you, to control you, to get you to live life on their terms. I would never lie to you. Narcissistic people do protest a little bit too much with those I would never lie to you. We can all accidentally tell the odd white lie. We are human. Narcissistic people are adamant that they would never lie to you, and they say that they would never lie to you because they want you to believe in them. They need you to trust them, which is when they turn around and claim that you can trust me, you can always trust me. They're looking to get you to lower your guard and open up to them and inform them of things that have hurt you, and they will use those things to hurt you again. And then when you try and call them out, they're going to accuse you of having trust issues, and you're going to develop trust issues around those who have lying issues. I promise. Narcissistic people promise people things in order to get their needs met. Rarely to never do they deliver on these promises. Instead, they find a way to rationalise or justify or lie that they ever made that promise in the first place. I never said that. Narcissistic people promise things to exploit people, not because they care about people, not that give and take, not that I'm not keen on going to the cinema, you're not keen on going to the pub, so if I come to the cinema with you, then you'll come to the pub with me, and sort of do the things that each other likes, that each other's not keen on. Narcissistic people don't do this. They promise to go somewhere with you, but you have to go somewhere with them first, and once you've been to that place with them, they're no longer interested in going to that other place with you. They will happily go and do their activities that you don't enjoy without you. However, you will not be allowed to go and do the activities that they don't enjoy, that they claim to enjoy in the beginning, without them, because they will accuse you of cheating on them. They're obsessed. Narcissistic people absolutely love to live in the reality that everybody is just obsessed with them, cannot get enough of them, that they are the best thing since sliced bread. Narcissistic people sell people in illusions and create trauma bonds. They give no closure They discard in the most humiliating and hurtful ways, and people look for answers, to which a narcissist then accuses the other person of being obsessed with them, not leaving them alone, when the other person usually isn't obsessed at all. They're just looking for understanding and closure. Narcissistic people will tell you that the exes are crazy and bitter and jealous, because these are the very emotions that narcissistic people feel when they believe that somebody has abandoned them or got one over on them. They feel bitter, they feel anger, they feel resentment, they feel envy. So they believe that other people feel those things too. And yes, other people do feel those things, just not for the same reason that narcissistic people feel these things. Other people feel these things when they have been truly deceived and lied to and conned. And then the person goes and sells the dreams that they once sold them to somebody new. It gives those pangs of jealousy. However, most people, yes, they'd like to see karma hit. They would love to see karma hit, although they would feel bad when karma hit. Well, not everybody. So most people would like to see karma hit. However, they don't want to see somebody completely and utterly destroyed. Narcissistic people want to see people destroyed. I'd never hurt you. It's very difficult to go through life not hurting anybody, unintentionally not hurting anybody. We're not in other people's heads. We might think we're saying the right thing, yet we've said something that's hurtful. Just when someone loses a loved one, when somebody doesn't get the job that they wanted, we might not say the right thing. So as much as we don't mean to hurt another person, we're all capable of accidentally hurting another person. Narcissistic people will hurt you on purpose because they get pleasure out of your pain. And then they will play the victim. They will gaslight your reality. They will get your forgiveness, and then they will claim that they would never hurt you again, to go right ahead and hurt you again. The more you forgive a narcissist, the worse their behaviour gets. It's not my fault. We are all responsible for our own lives. We are all responsible for our own actions, provoked or not. We might not always have all the information. However, we are responsible for ourselves. Narcissistic people don't take responsibility for their own behaviour. They pass the blame over to somebody else. So they will always claim that it's not their fault, even when it is their fault. I've changed. It takes a lot of work for anybody to change. And our personalities are, in one sense, set from childhood into adulthood. When we reach somewhere between 20 and 30, our personalities are usually formed and set, and it usually takes some form of trauma or tragedy or suffering to sort of make a shift in our beliefs or our values or our behaviours. So nobody just changes. We have to work on change. Narcissistic people change their lies, they change the manipulation, they change the people they're around. They don't change their pattern of behaviour, they don't change their true selves. They love bomb, they devalue, they offer those intermittent reinforcements of the love bombing, they discard, they find replacements, they hoover, they smear, and they keep going around the same pattern of behaviour. They just change the lies that they're feeding you. A cheating narcissist classic is, I used to be a player. I've had a lot of relationships, and they will use this against you. When things aren't working out with the two of you, they will turn around and say, I've had more relationships than you. I'm more experienced than you, which if anything shows that they don't know how relationships work because they failed to be successful in a relationship. However, that'll never be their fault. That'll be the crazy ex who's obsessed with them and bitter and jealous. But a narcissistic person who is a cheater and a player can claim, well, I used to be a player but I'm not now. I've found you. I've had my fun. I've had my games. I'm ready to settle down now. I'm ready to be with someone and make a commitment to someone, which is what they have usually said to every single person that they have cheated on and then discarded. And when they've hurt you, when they've cheated on you, when they've discarded you, they'll come along and claim, I'll change. I'll change with your help. I'll go to counselling. They might go to counselling, but that is usually to get the counsellor on their side and blame you for all the narcissistic person's problems. They might turn up once, but then they'll not go again once they've got their feet back under the door, back through the door, back under the table. They will not go again. They promise change to get their needs met. And once their needs are met, they revert back to who they truly are. Any lies that you were told, as narcissistic people tell plenty of them, please do add those into the comments for those reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.